Hello, everyone. My name is Harshal, and today we will be talking about how to think ahead AI or artificial intelligence. This video has been purposefully reference, research, data oriented between several fact checks, which includes physicists, mathematicians, which also includes the current hype of artificial intelligence, and so far, yeah. I've been reading recently a lot of videos of listening to lots of content of Eric Schmidt, who is the former chief executive officer of Google, who has been constantly telling about super intelligence and how big companies like Meta, OpenAI, and so far are working towards super intelligence, which is also known as generative AI or generative intelligence. That's what I can name so far. In the context of AI and artificial intelligence, developers, designers, coders, tool makers around the world, there's a huge competitions between everybody just wanted to prove that I am a worthy candidate or I am worthy of something in the dome and the hype of artificial intelligence. But that's not something that is referencing to, that something is going to be valuable in the longer term. So, to talk about all of these things, there are a lot of researchers I figured out and pointed out throughout the internet and many people around the world that 90%, 95% of people, whether that's an artificial intelligence, whether that's any other industry domain people, do not have the expertise or do not have the excellence in a specific niche category, or like let's say you are expertise in into something. So that makes it a point of contention over here that how many people around the world have the expertise and have the knowledge about solving or doing something. Yes, there is a lot of again competition between LLMs or models and who does the best of all of it. I believe technology is a very technology, science, and design are the three major factors which concisely says how human consciousness, human thinking is aligned towards technologies or building or whether that's doing something with around the internet or for the world of 21st century. So I believe these are the most important factors that any computer science student or anyone in general who understand. And at that level, I would say that India is extremely low. I believe countries like the United States, China, and many other European countries as well are extremely at a very high level as compared to India. But India is one of the most knowledgeable countries in the world. Yes, that's the point. India is one of the most knowledgeable countries in the world. India is also one of the most hardworking people I have seen, whether that's into AI or whether that's into different kinds of mature technologies, but it's not particularly when it comes to doing something that's really, really of a high value. So, in order to really beat the competition, which is the point of the video, was how to think ahead of AI or artificial intelligence. We have to be very, very mature enough in terms of really what technologies, and the US is the domain expertise, is the leader when it comes to all of those, but it's not really mandatorily doing something excellent or like doing something really, really impactful. So yes, in order to really beat all of this, we really need to think about something that's really, and coming to the point, I believe I try to be I wanted to be in the sense of doing experimenting new technologies and building technology that could be really valuable, at the same time creates new opportunities, new skill sets, and pushing the dome of humanity, which is 21st century, to really greatness and something that's really, really impactful. So I think the most important skill sets we need right now is like transferable skills. Like, what I mean by transferable skills. Transferable skills are those skill sets that earn expertise, skill sets, practical experience. All of this together matters to one factor, which is transferable skills. So I think that's the only motto to say that, yes, we have to really, really think about all of these things, but it also is the expertise and the really, really importance of doing and, also building things. So, yes, I believe that we can really think about ahead of artificial intelligence, ahead of, um, you know, you know, generative intelligence, generative AI, or super intelligence, and we could really, really push the dome of humanity, push people around the people. I have seen in India as well, like whether it's normal people who are using internet, who are, basically people in India with several kind of things. I have seen and witnessed that India still is a very like niche level country. It's still not up to the mark when it comes to thinking higher consciousness. But although I believe that we are a very progressive and developing nation, and in I believe that in 21st century, with all this expertise, with all of this that's happening around the world, we could really do valuable things. We could really do something that's really impactful to the world, and that's my motto overall. So, so yes, I'm gonna work harder, and I want to push people that we have to push people around the world that we have to really, really have all kinds of expertise. It doesn't mean that multitasking. It means by three major factors that I said in the video is like technology, design, and science. Yes, technology, science, and design are a very important factor, whether that's you or not, whether that's you are a computer science major or not a computer science major, or anything else in general. But if you have those expertise, if you have those skill sets, you're gonna do better things. You have to do it. And I think so coming to the last point of the video, I believe that deep tech or deep technology or deep science of anything, whether that's a drug discovery or or doing something that's really impactful to mankind, and at the same time has a higher value. I have seen some startups and companies in the US and some companies in India as well that has a similar expertise, similar growth rate, and so ever. So yes, I think that's something that's really we could really do it, and I think deep tech is something that deep tech labs or deep science can really create new those kind of era-based technologies that could really like push people. So that's the point. Thank you. Bye.